Hello students, welcome back to the channel. Now this video onward we will discuss the further part of current electricity. So let's start. Now student, in the previous video we have discussed the Ohm's law and we have deduced that V by I is equals to R. So V equals to IR is the Ohm's equation. Now let's discuss this graphically. For that I have to consider the potential difference value and the current. Suppose 3 volt and here it is 0.3 ampere. For 4 volt, suppose it is 0.4 ampere. For 5 volt, 0.5 ampere. 6 volt, 0.6 ampere. I have taken 4 values. Let's discuss first VI graph. In VI graph, first we have to take two axes, x and y axis. Now this is your x, this is your y. For VI graph, I will take V on the y axis and I on the x axis. Okay. Now, suppose this is 0, 0.1, 0.2. Like that, I'll take 4 values here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Both the side I have taken 6 values. Now let's first plot the points. 3 volt, 0.3. So like this. 4 volt, 0.4. 5, 0.5. 6, 0.6. So almost we are getting a straight line. Okay. So what does this indicate? Suppose I am taking any of the 2 points on this. This point is, first always we are writing the x coordinate. So this is 0.4, 4. And suppose last point I am taking, this is 0.6, 6. This is my x1, y1. This is my x2, y2. So you have done in the maths how to calculate the slope. Formula for the slope is y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Correct? So here my y2 is this 6 minus 4 upon 0.6 minus 0.4. So this will be 2 upon 0.2. So when you solve this, you are getting 10 ohms. When you just take any of this value, this is your V, this is your I, and if you concentrate on the ohms equation, then V equals to IR. When you substitute in this, then also this will give you the value of R as 10 ohms. So what this has indicated, students, that graphically when you take VI graph, then slope will give you the value of resistance. This thing you have to keep in mind. Now students, same way let's discuss IV graph. I have taken reverse. Now I will be on y axis and V will be on x axis. Same way you have to plot the points. So when you join them, again you are getting a straight line, almost straight line. Okay. Now, same way when I consider the point, suppose I am considering first point and the third point. Now it is 3 comma 0.3 and this is 5 comma 0.5. When I take this x1, y1, x2, y2, and when you find out the slope, same way, y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Now it will be 0.5 minus 0.3, 5 minus 3. So it will be 0.2 upon 2. That will be 1 by 10. So already we have done this resistance here is 10 ohms. So here reciprocal of resistance you are getting the slope. So what you have concluded? When you take the IV graph, then slope will always give you reciprocal of the resistance. But when you take VI graph, slope will give you direct the value of resistance. Now student, let's discuss the ohmic resistors and non-ohmic resistors. Now resistors which obey the Ohm's law are called ohmic resistor. All the metallic conductors such as silver, aluminium, copper, nichrome wire, your dilute sulfuric acid, copper sulfate with the copper electrodes, they all are ohmic resistors. Now, then what is non-ohmic resistors? They are the resistors which do not obey Ohm's law. So, which resistors are non-ohmic resistors? LED lights, filament of the bulb, diodes, correct? So all they are non-ohmic. They do not obey the Ohm's law. Correct? Now, so first point you can write that they do not obey Ohm, they obey Ohm's law, they do not obey Ohm's law. Now when I have done the VI graph, when you discuss VI graph, so what you have observed that VI graph for this ohmic resistor, it is a straight line. So it is a straight graph. Straight line. But in this, you won't get it. So VI graph is not a straight line. Correct? Now what you have observed in the whatever values I have given for the graph, everywhere you are getting 10 ohm. So the value of resistance is constant. Value of R is constant. But here the graph is not a straight line. You are getting a curve one and every value will show the different resistance. So the value of R is not constant. So this way you can easily distinguish between them. Any 2 points you have to write. So what 3 points I have written? First one, they obey Ohm's law. They do not obey Ohm's law. VI graph, it is a straight line. VI graph is not a straight line. The value of R is constant. The value of R is not constant. students, thanks for watching this video. Hope you have understood whatever concept I have taken in this video. If you like the video, share and subscribe. Thank you.